And I'll start by giving you a situation overview. The food security situation in Kenya has improved based on findings of an assessment conducted in 23 arid and semi-arid counties, that is the ASAL counties. The population facing acute food insecurity has dropped from 4.4 million in February to 2.8 million to date. The nutrition situation in the ASALs has also improved across most counties, with an estimated 945,610 children aged 6 to 59 months requiring management of acute malnutrition, down from 970,214 reported in February. In addition, 144,940 pregnant and lactating women require treatment for acute malnutrition, up from 142,179 reported in February. Improved nutrition is mainly attributed to scale-up of responses delivered to address immediate and underlying malnutrition causes, as well as improved food security situation, including availability of milk and food stocks resulting from the good performance of the long rains in several counties. The foregoing notwithstanding, malnutrition levels have remained high in most arid counties due to the cumulative negative effects of the prolonged drought. The situation in Turkana South sub-county remains critical at phase 5 of acute malnutrition. Turkana North, Turkana West, Turkana Central in Turkana County, North Horr and Laisamis in Marsabit County, as well as West Pokot, Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, Tana River, Samburu, East Pokot in Baringo County, and Isiolo are experiencing critical phase of acute malnutrition. Of the population facing acute food insecurity, 2.3 million people are in crisis, what we call phase 3 of the acute integrated food security phase classification, while the other 500,000 are in emergency phase, that is IPC4. The huge improvement is attributed again to the good performance of the March to May 2023 long rains, which saw most parts of the country receive above average rainfall, leading to improved production and productivity. Overall, Turkana, Marsabit, Samburu, Isiolo, Wajir, Mandera, Garissa, and Tana River remained with an overall classification of IPC Phase 3. It is worth noting that there are populations within the majority of ASAL counties, including those in Phase 2, who may be experiencing significant food insecurity of crisis and emergency proportions, only that proportionally these populations are not large enough to force a classification that puts the prevailing situation in the country in worse off light. Factors such as the cumulative effects of the 5 failed previous rain seasons, poor dietary intake among children, high morbidity, unsafe drinking water, sanitation and hygiene, and unfavorable terms of trade, and multiple recurrent shocks have slowed down the positive effects of the long rains. And the other key assessment highlights are improved crop and livestock production in the ASALs, favorable crop maize and pulses especially, production in spite of reported cases of fall armyworm invasion in some areas. This is mainly driven by above average rains and availability of subsidized fertilizer. We also have improved livestock body condition that has been recorded. The levels of acute malnutrition have remained elevated in most arid counties due to the compounded adverse impacts of the prolonged drought that we are coming out of. And Turkana County remains a hotspot with extremely critical situation reported in Turkana South. However, gradual improvement of the nutrition situation is expected due to improving food security situation across the country. We also have favorable recharging of open water sources, leading to easier access to water in most ASAL counties. We have improved access to learning due to the reduction of movement of pastoralists. And the key drivers of food insecurity include high food prices, high cost of other production inputs like plowing and transportation. We have also seen when we had rain, we had flash floods that resulted in some places in displacement of families, loss of livestock, as well as destruction of infrastructure. Child protection in the context of food insecurity remains a pressing issue requiring urgent attention since it significantly impacts on children's physical, mental health, and overall child development, but we have seen quite significant improvement. So the situation is projected to improve further with the forecasted above average October to December short rains due to the anticipated El Nino conditions. However, Turkana, Marsabit, and Mandera might remain in a crisis food security phase, while the other ASALs are likely to improve to a better phase. It is crucial that more funding is availed to support sectoral interventions towards recovery, even amidst the forecasted El Nino. The assessment that we are releasing today has identified priority response interventions for scale-up in various sectors from August 2023 to January 2024, and the interventions are estimated to cost about 33 billion Kenya shillings. The interventions are in the areas of food security and resilient livelihoods, agriculture, water and sanitation, livestock, health and nutrition, education, child protection, and peace and security.